Good morning, everybody. It's Kathy from Create with Kate 56. How is everyone doing this morning? Doing pretty good here. I thought we would get started on our second part of our folio. And we're going to work with some of these goodies in here. So first of all, though, let's glue our little pockets up so they're ready to go. Yeah, I was going through here and I'm thinking, oh my God, I just, there's so much to choose from. I don't know what the heck to use. So I guess we'll figure it out along the way, huh? Jeez. I just want to give you some ideas, things you can do with this kit. Is awesome. And you can, you can add things to, that you might have at home. I'm going to probably add some labels and stuff that I have. You can get all kind of freebies on, I'm going to have this be a slip-in pocket on the front. So I'm going to glue here only. And yeah, you can get all kind of freebies. You can get free labels and all kind of freebies. Just take a look around and check out your groups, because normally the groups have some files that you can use, and they're free to your group, so you might want to check that out. I'm going to see if I can darken this up just a little bit. I noticed that when I'm going to have to shut my window. The dogs are barking. There we go. Anyway, I noticed on film this was pretty light. I didn't notice it before. This is where I have that tape, and normally it covers up a little better than that. And it's hard to do right now because I'm trying not to get extra on my pages that I already did. Do a little bit more down here and right here. Okay, so we got our pockets glued. Nope, no pockets anywhere else. We might add some somewhere else, but all right. So first we have this one, and this one I was thinking it might be pretty to have a doily that's in the kit. Just make a little kind of a decoration on this pocket, so we can cut that in half. And because I don't know how to cut straight, I'm going to use my paper trimmer, but I'm particularly challenged with cutting straight. I don't know why. I've always had, whether I'm sewing, making a pattern or something, sewing and whatever, I'm really not good at cutting well. So this is going to, let's cut just a teeny bit off the edge here. But all I'm going to do is just run a little bit of glue here on the bottom. And I'll wait, because I might want to leave it like this as a little tuck. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's trim this little piece off here. There we go. Now if you'd like, you can ink that, which I think I might just give it a little rub. Just a little bit. There we go. Whoopsie. Don't do that. Okay. Now, this one, what shall we do here? Maybe we'll put a label on here. Got this is my little binder that I made. Keep my stamps and my labels in. So let's choose a little That one doesn't show up good enough. I need a different, darker green. There we go. That'll work. We'll go around the outside a little bit. And just going to use my glue stick for this. This is Avery glue sticks. I highly recommend them. They're very affordable on Amazon, and it works really well. So I have that there, and maybe a postage stamp. Here we go. This is from a oh, what do they call them? They're envelopes. You can get the envelope from the post office, and I should have stuck that under there. And they already had the stamps on them, so that's what this is. So we'll go ahead and stick this down there as well. I got all these stamps from, there's a resale store I go to, and there was this milk carton that had been covered with some contact paper and a cardboard milk carton, an old school one. And it was just full of stamps, full of postage stamps. So, yeah, I scored pretty good there. On here, I thought maybe we'd do a belly band, but let's do a little something on here. Let's see, what have we got? Got a big red label. That'll work. I don't remember if I made these. I don't think they are stickers. Are they? They might be. Let's take a look. Sometimes I make them as stickers, so. Nope. Nope. Little ink. Oops, got that gloopy. Gloopied that one right up. Let's see. Let's put it up here towards the top. Oh, you know what? Let's put it here because that's where I had my little boo-boo. That's not quite big enough, so we're not going to do that. We'll put something else there. So I guess we could put this one right here. Kind of crooked. There we go. That's better. Okay, now let's do we want to do a belly band there, or do we want to just leave that nice for our signature to sit on? We'll come back to this one. Okay. Now, how about we do some tags? In this kit, there is lots of things you can make tags out of. There's these, and that's nice sturdy paper. We have these little, we could make journaling cards out of. There's another piece, sturdy. Let's see what else we got. Envelopes. And then we're down into our paper. Just checking here. Oh, it's a little wide. Okay. Tags are very easy to make and very easy to decorate however you might like to do them. And we got a little bit's going to have to come off of this. So first. Let's see, let's make it about should we do in the middle? What size is this here? 4 to 15 is 11, a little over 11. So we'll do 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Cut it right in the middle, sort of. There we go. And erase this pencil mark. Okay, so we've got stuff to make 2 tags with right off the go. We do have to make it a little skinnier though. So we'll just take about 1/8 of an inch off the edge. And let's see how this fits here. Still a little bit tight. How about this one? That one's even smaller, and this one is going the other way. So we'll take 1/4 inch altogether off both sides. See which one I already did. This one here. It just matters. Just make it. You can make it work. You're making it. You can make your sizes that you like. And yep, that'll fit in there just fine. And let's take it off this side. We can even that up a little bit. Take 1/4 inch off here. And that should go. Or not. We'll take a little bit more off. There. And that kind of centers our hole a little bit there. And fits perfect right there. Great. One of the things I do is I take an old, like an Amazon card or an old, loyalty card or whatever, and I cut little sides off of it so that I have a template to cut my tags with. So I'm going to put that there. And then let's flip it over here. So your tags are perfect on the top. Now this one is a little wider. Maybe I'll use this one. Well, if I can get my scissors over there. And then flip it. Snip. And we got perfect little tag corners there. Let's set this aside and let's look in our basket here and see what we can use. We've got some dictionary page in here. Let's see, this is all the big stuff I want to use for the signatures. Oh, wouldn't this wallpaper be nice on here? I think we'll use this wallpaper for this one. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, got the front of that. And this one, we've got our dictionary. Got, let's see, got a piece of that. Can use a couple of labels, and let's see if I got something else over here we can get into. I got some, where's it at? Got a map. And may look and see if I can find some music paper too. So whatever you got, any kind of scraps, it'll work. This is a really old dictionary, if you can tell. Looking at it, it's a beautiful color. The paper is so smooth. So let's do stick that there. Get our glue stick. My little dog is not happy because Dad went outside and he's going out to cut up a tree that was a casualty in the storm we had last week. It fell in the woods across the path, so he's out there doing that. He doesn't want the dogs out there. So, yeah. My little Beamer, not very happy. And we'll just go ahead and place our tag on there. Don't worry about this folding up, it'll go back flat. Got our tag on there. Cut this out along the edges. A little better than that. Gonna have to do some trimming there. Didn't get quite close enough. This is the only way I can cut straight. This is if I'm cutting right, and that wasn't even straight. Cut right up to the edges. And it just is like a little guide for your scissors. So that's easy. Let's come back over here and straighten this little puppy out. There we go. So there's the front of that tag. Nice. I like it. And this one, we'll do the wallpaper. I like that. Nice and textured. We'll use my PVA glue for this. I guess I'll glue the tag, not the paper. That way I know exactly where I need to go. Yes, this is a PVA glue that I get on Amazon as well. It's very similar to the way art glitter glue works. It dries fast, it dries clear, don't get any wrinkling, and it's less expensive. So I'll line this up to the top. See what I mean about how fast it sticks? It sticks right now. That glue off my hands. Okay, and I'll trim this one up. piece of that wallpaper left we can use. We can use this little piece of wallpaper that I'm cutting off now. Any little strips you can use to make some collage with, which is something else that I wanted to do with you. There is a YouTube person that I enjoy watching. Her name is Corey Daman, and she has a lot of videos of how to work with scraps. So that hole's a little bigger. We'll get it started. And we can trim it up. Doesn't matter that it's not centered. Looks just fine the way it is. Let's put a little ink on here and see what this looks like. Oh boy, I love that. Look at that. Wallpaper, you can go to like a Sherwin-Williams and ask if they have discontinued wallpaper books. And if they have them, they'll just give them to you just to be rid of them. So that's something you can keep in mind as a resource. Oh, I really like that. That's just nice, just like that. Okay, and we got this tag. So let's do quite enough contrast. Let me see here. Let me see. Got a piece of pretty green here that I think would look really nice, but I hate to cut that up. How about, let's see. Let me see. Up a little bit. Let's decoupage a napkin, shall we? We're going here, there, and everywhere today. Now take the plies off. Generally there's 3. Sometimes there's only 2, but they'll just pull apart. If you can't get a hold of it, take a little piece of Scotch tape, stick it on there, and then pull, and it'll pull it up so you can get a hold of it, and take it apart. I know what I'm trying to say, just not coming out. All right, I'm going to, what I do with my hair, I use some glue stick here. And you can get pretty napkins, if you're in the United States, you can get them at the Dollar Tree. They have some. You can look at like Party City, party stores. Sometimes in your own grocery store you can find some pretty ones. Okay, we want to keep the flowers and the butterfly. So here. Smooth that on there. It gives your tag a little texture as well. And I'm probably going to sew around it. So I'm not going to worry about the edges coming up. But if you don't have a sewing machine or you choose to not sew, just go over the top of it with a layer of Mod Podge or some collage medium, anything like that, clear. We'll seal that. So let's cut this off. I've seen several people on YouTube just use the glue stick and nothing else too, so keep that a little bit off my fingers. The Dollar Tree is a great source for a lot of things that we use. Fabri-Tac, Fabrifix, and 3-in-1, they are all good glues to use. They'll stick just about anything, but if you go to the dollar store, they have and it's made by Beacon, so it's the same, made by the same company, and it's called poster board glue, and that's what I use, and it works wonderfully. So there's another thing for you. Also, if you have one with the, with a decent craft area, you can usually find double stick tape, and I use that as well. I don't have any troubles with it. Okay, let's kind of find the middle here. That's all right about there. Oh, for crying out loud. Stop cheating. Stop it. Where is that? Oh, there. Okay. There we go. We've got our hole for our tag. Isn't that pretty? We could add a label or something else on there too. We're going to let it dry first though. And we'll come back and decorate both these tags a little bit more. And you can ink or not ink, totally up to you. When I first started, I didn't have ink, and I, just used shoe polish. Regular old shoe polish in a bottle that's liquid, and you push on the thing, and here, I'll show you. Just regular old shoe polish. And just around the edges. It works great. Maybe if you're just getting started, you want to find out, well, I don't know if I like this or not. So you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on something that you're not going to use. So, just use what you got and see how it goes. So there's that. Another thing that I would like to tell you is don't go out and buy every scrapbook pad of paper you can find, because I did that, and guess where it's at? On a shelf. On a shelf. Doing nothing. And if you already have some, and maybe there's some that you don't really care for, you can use that if it's single-sided, or maybe if that one side is kind of a light background. You can use your scrapbook paper to make your tags with as well. You can use a Kleenex box, any kind of food box you can use, cereal, whatever, to make your tags. So don't get all hung up on not having, you know, what everybody else has. Just there we go. Just use what you got, see if you like it, and then you can build up your supplies from there. It's just makes sense. Let's put these eyelets in here. And yep, make sure I got it on the right spot. This is a Crocodile Big Bite. You don't need to have one of those. You can get just a regular Crocodile. They're a little less pricey. You can just get a regular set of eyelets, and they come with a little eyelet setter that you can just use. You don't have to do this. You can get a paper punch to punch your holes, just like a single-handed paper punch. So there's another idea. Actually, okay, I'm going to round the corners. If you round the corners a little bit, they are easier to slide into the pockets, seems like. You don't have to do this. I just started doing this. So, yeah. If you don't have a corner rounder, take your glue bottle. Here, I'll show you one here. Take anything round, whatever size of curve you want to have. Match the edges of your tube up with the edges of your card. Push it up in the corner until they meet, and excuse my head if it's in the way. Just like that, and draw a little curve, and then you can cut that out. Easy. I can even cut those out pretty well. They're not straight, that's why. Okay, so we got these two tags. Let's go ahead and use a couple of these. These will make nice little journal cards. Let me pause for 1 second, and I'm going to get some music paper. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Before I do that, I wanted to show you this little set. This is what I'm talking about. You get a little eyelet set. It's got the directions. It's got a punch, so you can punch your holes, and it's got the setter. And you use this to go on your eyelet, and then tap it, and you got your eyelet set in there. There's also, this set comes with some little washers, which are kind of nice to use as well. So you just use just a hammer, bang, smack it, you're good. So that was pretty inexpensive on Amazon as well. Alright, I do have a old hymnal. I got a bunch of these at Salvation Army store. I think they were like 50 cents a piece. So you can go there. Goodwill. Libraries have book sales. Sometimes garage sales have old books you can pick up really cheap. Antique stores, if you look for the really tatty looking books like this, then you can get these pretty cheap too. I think this was 50 cents. This is in German. I don't know what it says, what it is. I almost think it might be, I don't know. I think it's a religious book, but I'm not sure. I have no clue. I don't read German, so I don't know. So I've got some of that. Of course, we still do have our dictionary paper over here. This is a book I picked up. It's postage from 1929. So there's, you know, lots of little pictures and things in there. You can use numbers. Numbers are always good to use. This has got some nice numbers on it. We'll use some of that. Let's put this over there. I've got such a mess here. What the heck? We got our dictionary page. We have this map. My husband had this out in the garage. There's the UP of Michigan. Go. It's all out of date, so he didn't mind too much giving it up. Okay, got two of these. Let's do those. So basically, all you need to do is tear and glue. Very easy. Now what I do with my oh goodness gracious, here it is. All right, glue stick. Even that, like the numbers off of your book pages, make really good, you know, collage fodder, shall we say. Go, got that. Let's do, see, look at how big these numbers are up here. Tear this across here, so we got that. And let's take some of this edge off. I want to try and have, yes, that's a good color. Let's go ahead and do that. Try to keep the colors, you know, so they're not exactly the same on your piece. So you got that. Or you could just, hate to lose this edge on here, is the only thing. Do that. And how about a little piece of map? That green, and the green's on the other side as well, so we could put some map paper up there. That'll look good. You can ink these if you want to. Usually they're, you know, just fine without. And just rip them. Don't be afraid to rip. Could have ripped it a little bit bigger. Let's how about if we turn it this way? I'll put that. This way. There we go. And our music can go right there. There we go. Music. Need a bigger piece of that too. Oh, here, what do we got? Nope. Oh, I think that looks interesting. You can use pages out of magazines, you can use newspapers, you know, anything at all. I want to keep a little bit more of that. So I'll see right there. And it doesn't matter if it's upside down or backwards, sideways, doesn't matter. Just makes an interesting background is what we're looking for. Nobody's going to look at your book and say, this writing is upside down. No, well, whatever. It's all good. We got our little page number up here, so that's cool. Let's have a little look-see at our labels that we have in here. Let's see, green. Green would probably work. Opera. Whoopsie. And how about add a green ticket? Doesn't have to be green. What we got? Red? Let's do it. So we got a ticket. We have got our little opera label. Let's see, I think I might like that on the outside better. Don't cover up the O. How about a long skinny one across the top? There, that looks good. Took me a long time to embrace collage. I thought it just looked like I threw a bunch of stuff down on a sheet of paper and called it a collage. But you know, you try to do everything just perfect. Everything's in the middle, everything's lined up, everything's this, everything's that, and you know, you gotta let that go. You just have to let that go. Things do not have to be perfect. Sorry about my dogs again. I don't know what wound them up all of a sudden, but opera down here. And now I just go over the edge of this because of the white. See the white edge. We don't want that. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm so messy. I don't know how people keep their area so nice and clean when they're working. I just really don't know. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. And I'm just going to do little bitty corners around this one. Just a light little ink. Don't need too much. Okay, there's one journal card. The other one I threw on the floor, so let me grab it. Okay, let's use a little bit of this. Oh, I already took some out. Okay, that's good. It's kind of a neat little advertisement there. Oopsie. Oh, got that. I will be right back to settle these dogs down. One moment. Okay guys, after I got them dogs settled down, I don't know what happened, if I didn't press my record button or what, but I lost all the rest of what I did. So we'll just go over them. We did these 2 journal cards and we did these 2 tags. On this, it's so pretty, I didn't want to do anything else to it. And instead of putting it through my sewing machine, I just drew little stitches with a pen around the edges so that it looks nice, like it's been sewn. On this one, we added a butterfly and I stamped a number. I have this little set of stamps that I got at, I think, Hobby Lobby or somewhere. And they were in a clearance, so it was like $1.50, I think they were. So I took one of those and I stamped a number here, put a little label here, the butterfly I put on here, and then I just used my pen to draw his antennas because cutting out antennas is no fun. And I don't have time for that for sure. So we rounded the corners on that one. This one, I stamped a number here, and this was, I think we put this on in the video, the little label across the top as well. I found a little butterfly that's just punched with a paper punch out of card and stuck him on there. This stamp here is, I got these stamps at my scrap store, and they were $1 a piece. And so I got these, and since we went to the opera and we had to have a ticket, I thought we would stamp it that it was paid. So there's that one, round the corners on that as well. For the wallpaper butterfly, I added a little bit of German text. I took some thread that, when I use my sewing machine, my end threads that I cut off, I just tossed in a little dish. So I just took some thread and balled it up underneath this butterfly here. And I took one of the labels and attached it to a little piece of card. and put that on there. So that's that. I'm trying to think of some of the things I discussed. You know, you look at your thrift stores, or if you have a resale store or a scrap store that you can go to, check those out. Garage sales are great places to find things that you can use. The dollar store is a great resource as well. Let's see, what else did we talk about? I don't know now. I can't remember. But I did want to show you how we did end up finishing our tags and our journal cards. The next time we will do probably some more tags and journal cards, and we'll, when we're done with all of our tags, then we'll go through and we'll add either some twine or some you know, jute twine, cotton twine, embroidery floss, a ribbon, you know, sari silk if you happen to have that, and you know, and just put some little frou-frous in our eyelets here. And let's see what else. I think that will probably be it, and hopefully you'll get to watch me do it, but it's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. We'll do some more, so we'll go through it again. But yeah, I just wanted to show you where we got, and I apologize. Daggone dogs. They're little. They're Yorkies, and they bark a lot. So anyway, okay guys, thanks so very much for stopping by today. Again, I apologize for the dogs barking. I apologize for the you know, cut off of our crafting here. So I will talk to you next time. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.